Alright, guys. Let me see if I'm on here. You are live. Alright. Let me let everybody know. Alright. Alright. We're here. Welcome, everybody. Alright. Alright, how many people do we have here in the room here? Hi, Yo. Hey, how are you? Alright, I'm gonna wait for some people here to come in. Before I can get into what happened. We ever get into what happened. How are you? Yeah. Well, Yogi, how are things going on Johnny Rise? Because I haven't been able to tune in because I've been at school. William, bro. Alright, already talking the chat, so we'll get into it. I've not seen many Johnny Rise careers lately as busy, and lately as busy as with work. Well, good thing to know. Good thing to know. Well, I hope you're doing well. We're gonna get into what's going on now. So today at school, I don't know if people are really watching this video. Right after I went to school today, around 9:30 this morning, I want to make a mention to everybody before I get into what's going on. Today, the school fire alarm went off twice today. So I'm going to get into it right now. So 9:30 this morning, we were having a break, doing something on right here, and all of a sudden we heard the fire alarm went off. So we did not know. We called the girl. We evacuated, and we went off to the. We evacuated and we waited for a while, and then all of a sudden the fire truck showed up, and which was a more serious deal. And they came around. They checked see everything's okay. They went walking around. They did their rounds and they left. And we went back in like 15 minutes later. Quite some time passed. The rest of the day happened, and the rest of the day, like pretty much for a lot of the day through lunchtime. But then around 12:30 p.m. Eastern, it happened again. Like then later I was in gym class. Then And then all of a sudden, we were outside. Actually, we were outside in the, what we have a big layout where you guys, we have this big half. We have two halves here. East half. We were outside the east half, and we were actually playing with the beanbag and tossing them in. And then all of a sudden, it went off again for the second time. We didn't think anything of it. I want to say that the first time when it went off, it was not a big deal. When it happened again, my heart sunk when it went off again. So we immediately had to go back to where we were, and we waited. The fire department showed up. We were out there for half an hour, and we just waited for half an hour, and we were actually really contemplating leaving at that point. And then when the fire department had to come back, they checked around, and turned out what we found out was there was I said, "Oh no, I bet the firemen weren't happy." Yeah, I know. There was nobody pulled the alarm. I want to say this, Yogi. No one pulled the alarm. I'm gonna get into what the reason why it went off twice. So the reason apparently the fire department came back, they did another one of the rounds, and we came to a very big conclusion. The electrical, it was apparently due to an electrical issue in the school, which meant it went off, that's why it went off twice, and there an electric system. So I'm going to actually tell you guys what might have happened to the electrical system in the school. So on Monday, which meant, I believe you guys remember back in the end of July, we had this big thunderstorm that hit, and it took out the power in our neighborhood, and included the school. The school lost power because of the storm as well. So as a result of that, we had no power at school. And in fact, there may have been speculation that the electrical system at Pine Ridge, at my school, or my school actually, was damaged. May potentially be damaged. Or, I don't know what, or something else happened to it. Other speculation believe that what happened, that we had an electrical malfunction that triggered the fire alarms. Yeah. And I want to say, Yogi, luckily no one pulled the firearm. That if it did, it would very well have been a federal offense. It could have, and fortunately, no charges whatsoever, because this could have been, an electrical fault. Yeah, your theory makes sense. It was an electrical fault that went off. Yeah, that was not fun. I'm really hoping that it doesn't keep going off. And speculations that with the electrical fault, it may have went off a few times during the night when that happened. That's just one update that I just want to tell you guys. Another update is my videos. If you guys have noticed from my channel, I'm missing 2 videos. The reason why I took down 2 videos was that it was due to legal issues. We had to take down my 2 previous live streams. One from last week, and one from earlier this week. We had to take them down due to legal issues. I'm not going to get into them. That fortunately, legal issues. I'm not going to get into what happened. So, but I do want to actually mention this, that I get that YouTube violate terms of service. We are not allowed to stream share other people's channels anymore, or even show people where they're going to the channels to check them out. I want to say, and anybody that does want to check out Lucky Dog Productions, they're a very nice channel. They do live streams and stuff on Mondays and Fridays. They do live streams a lot too. So that would be a nice channel you can check out. So yeah. Hey, so far how's everybody doing? That's not good. YouTube. Yeah. That is stupid YouTube. Yeah. Honestly, if I did take those 2 videos down, 8 hadn't landed. One with a community guideline strike. One thing I would have mentioned here. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. One thing you were trying to get me a community guideline strike. I had to do it with compliance that I would have done. If I didn't have acted because I'm working on the moderator, I would have gotten a community guideline. Or would have gotten a community guideline. It probably would have been. So one of the YouTubers found that one of my live streams to be kind of offensive, to the point where if I didn't take down those videos, I could have landed with a community guide. I could have one got a community guideline strike, or two lost my channel completely. I mean, not being allowed to upload anything for 2 weeks. Well, an electrical fault, like, we realized there was an electrical fault apparently in the school's fire alarm system. Normally it doesn't go off like that. But no one pulled it. No one, yeah. Like, I want to say this, like, in a fire, if there were to be a fire drill, staff would have notified staff. Like, however, this was not a drill. I mean, saying, have you guys ever had, are you doing anything interesting on the weekend, actually, you should say, Yogi. So, I probably might not be doing it as much, but I'm going to be getting ready for the board meeting on September 19th. That I have a lot of plans that are coming up for that weekend. Well, that was definitely not something that I wanted to go through today. I thought today was... So overall, we haven't had a situation like that before. I've never been in that situation where we had to evacuate the building twice over. So, what are your plans for the weekend, Yogi? Well, I just wanted to get everybody a little update on what was going on. So, thankfully, guys, and fortunately, that ruined everything when it happened. Well, I'm visiting my nephew and niece tomorrow. Oh, are you in France, Yogi? Or are you still? Yeah, Yogi. Hmm. But I'm in England. Oh, yeah. Well, overall, we've had not had like other than that, like the last, and not only that, yesterday the school's internet went down too. Like made matters much worse. And yesterday, mm, today, there was no internet at school at all. And yesterday there was no internet at school. Today there were two false fire alarms in one day due to an electrical fault. So, that's Oh no, that's definitely not good. No internet. Yeah, we couldn't even use anything. Like everything was out. Pretty much, you couldn't use. We couldn't use anything. Like we had effectively no internet. We couldn't do our schoolwork online. So we had to actually switch to real life work. Yeah. Yeah, we have fire alarm. Yeah, well, did you have to use a real planner, pen, and paper? Yep, we had to. Yep. I honestly, after the first fire alarm, I said, okay, not a big deal. It happens at times. After the second time, we knew that this was more serious. We realized after the second time that we were really scared after when the alarm went off for a second time. We said, "Okay, who's doing this?" No one pulled it. Like, I want to say this: nobody pulled it. And at one point, I saw that there were four guys like sneaking off, like pretty much. I don't know where they were. I honestly thought people broke into the school and pulled the alarm. However, we really need to track the cameras and see what's going on here ahead. I hope that people are enjoying it. Yeah, it was like that bad. Like, where we at the first time, it wasn't like as bad. Like we thought, okay, it happens at times. After the first false alarm, we said, okay, we thought it was an electrical system. And then, like, after the second time, we were all scared. Pretty much they said, okay, who's doing this? Not just students, but we're really staff were really saying, okay, who's doing this? Like, who's doing this? Yeah, it really freaked everyone out this time. Like, that time, it really freaked everyone out. Okay, and then everyone started saying, okay, who's doing this? Who's pulling the alarm? And this was after the afternoon. Yes, it's annoying when it goes off more than once. Let's hope they fix the alarm and it doesn't go off for no reason again. I really hope it's fixed by Monday, and if it isn't, then we're gonna be in. We probably might start. That this starts becoming a problem, and we have to really, really have. And yeah, we may be forced to close down the school for the day, for the rest of the day. And if it really continues to become a thing where we can't have people learning, then it might become a situation where the school might not be able to operate due to a malfunctioning, due to an electrical system malfunction. Or it might become like a safety hazard to where, or it might even become a safety hazard. The electrical system is a problem. The problem may be due to electrical problems that the school might not be able, maybe unable to operate on that particular day due to an electrical system problem. We honestly thought we were told into this, but we had no idea that it would go off twice in a day. Well, that's what's been going on in the world of me. Uh, Not only that, fortunately, no injuries luckily of that, because this could have been. I want to say, luckily it was fine because the weather was warmer, but I want to say that in the winter months, when it's really cold, that could be bad because people could be outside and people could get sick. Especially, yeah, there was luckily no fire, thankfully, but if there was a fire, it could have been bad because that would have not been good because people had a lot of stuff and that would have all been lost. Pretty much my binders would have, well, my binders would have been gone. My school here would definitely be destroyed. Right. So that's something that should going on. And we're very worried it can go off. You can actually, even with the electrical system probably malfunctioning, it can go off even when we are not in the building, even if there really is nobody in the building now. It might be enough to the point where we may have to replace the electrical system. So in fact, really, we might not be. Maybe we may be unable to go into that pool for a while, where it might be unsafe. I want to say, well, we're at school and everything's fine, all right? Everybody goes in and it's all clear. In the real scenario, it does not end up being. alarm in a real scenario, it was mine that we and we were uh, overall you guys saw what happened with York Memorial. And I want to say in a fire drill, you would evacuate, and then they would notify staff. They would know we would evacuate the school, and then it would go off, and then everybody goes back in. In a real fire, it does not end that way, and fortunately, no injuries have been reported, and this could have been a real thing if it was in fact really a fire. And I want to say this: that pulling the fire alarm, guys, is a crime. In fact, you can actually get fined, or you can even get. It could include up to a year in jail for pulling the alarm. You could be in for a fair. So really, I did the live stream. I did a live stream. This was literally over getting out of hand because I want to say my school has definitely been one of the worst in terms of false fire alarms. And there were no false alarms in 2019, 20, and there were no false alarms in 2020, 21. Last school year and this school year, and now definitely today, last May, and now we have had 3 false alarms. 2 in one day, 2 of them today, another one back in May. Yeah. Yeah, you know I have you. I do live. So overall, if it was like a fire drill, it would be. I want to say if it was just for a fire drill, the fire department wouldn't show up. Versus if the alarm goes off or perhaps it would be like if there's nothing planned. 3 false alarms, too many. Yeah, there were 3 false alarms in calendar year 2022. One back in May, and then 2 of them. Got one back on May 4th, 2022, Wednesday, May 4th, and the other 2 were today. Both happened twice today. And I want to say this, guys, pulling the fire alarm is a serious crime. You can get into really big trouble for this, like actually. So I'm saying pulling the fire alarm is no joke when because you can get in trouble for that. You could actually you I want to say you could get suspended if you're actually. So yeah, normally we knew that we were gonna have fire drill, but we had 2. Hey, yeah, yeah, I know I have a YouTube. Well, that was literally like crazy. Literally everybody was crushed. Everybody was. A lot of my friends were happy. The staff were literally crushed. All the staff was really crushed. I did not realize just how bad it would have been. So, yeah. All right, guys. I don't know how long I'll be on here, but I'll probably be hopping off soon. So, I say free false alarm in one day. Yeah, this is the most time we had the firearm going off in like a single day. The last time we had that was, I think, many, many years ago. Yeah, I want to say we had 3 false alarms in this calendar year in 2022 since January. And January, all of them, no one pulled the alarm. Apparently, all of these incidents involved no students. It went off on its own, pretty much. All of them were electrical faults, apparently. That honestly, I believe what could have what likely happened with that in the end of the electrical system might have been somewhat damaged. And when we had that big thunder, the recaptured firearm, there might have been, or it was an electrical problem. Either an electrical problem, or it was there some sort of damage to the system that might have damaged it, or just an electrical problem on its own. So that was bad. Like literally, this could have actually been bad because you guys saw how bad what happened over at York Memorial. There was a fire at York Memorial in 2019. The first time it was like during the day, the fire was manageable and everything. The second time, it was like really bad. The whole school's gone. Like within like 24 hours, the whole school's gone. So I am planning to hop off here right soon. So I just want to give you guys a little update in terms of what was happening. So I've never had a fire alarm. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel now, and I told everybody what had happened. Yeah, I actually have a YouTube. I We were talking about the whole firearm thing, and that's definitely something no one wants to go through. Early, except for fire drills, like fire drills. I'm fine with fire. We're fine with doing fire drills. It's just if it were false alarms, then it would be trouble because we have not had a situation where the alarm pulled in years. So something definitely, and that after that second time I pulled it, something definitely fishy was happening. So yeah, that they really wastes everybody's time. Plus, it wastes everybody's time. So yeah, I just really want to share my feelings with everybody about that. So I'm gonna hop off now. I have a safe day, and I just glad to go live now because my Robert is gonna be live at 6. So I have the live stream now. So have a safe day and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.